This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers, where you can report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. Call 1-800-780-TIPS. By Solomon's Air Conditioning Incorporated. No matter what the weather condition is outside, have it your way inside. 239-693-1569. And by Lee Health.
Welcome back, Southwest Florida. You're looking at a spectacular setting here, and it's probably not a better setting than this in all of Southwest Florida. In probably the southern part of the state of Florida, this is the Williams Academy Black History Museum, and you come here, you're going to see all types of wonderful historic figures from the present and the past. So without further ado, we got the head guy here finally in your museum. Charles, welcome to Lee Pitts Live, man.
Thank you, sir, very much for coming out, joining us again this year, doing your show here.
Yeah, we always look forward to coming out here because one of the things is it's such a wonderful place to be. And secondly is the accommodations are always just outstanding. You guys take a lot of pride in what you deliver here at the museum. Talk about that pride and how important it is to make a great presentation.
Well, you know, museum, the building itself, you know, structurally built, replicate of the 1942 edition, but previous previous members of the organization worked diligently hard to save this building from being destroyed by the school district, actually. So the move here to get it revamped, for us to come along now, this new board group of folks, and that's just try to maintain the presence and history of national and local history figures in this community. It's an outstanding thing to do. The people truly enjoy it when they come into this museum.
And what are the hours here?
The museum is open from 11 to 4, from Tuesday through Friday, and you can set up an appointment on Saturdays. Okay. So you're at the Williams Academy Black History Museum, which is owned and operated by the organization, Decompilation Society organization.
Let's shout out Miss Betty. She does an outstanding job.
Miss Betty is our office manager, does an outstanding job from all capacities. We would not be where we are without someone that was willing to actually put in the hours beyond what we pay her for, but we can't speak high enough about the effort she does to keep things running for the organization.
Ms. Betty, I know you're looking at this interview and try to get her to come on television, but that will never happen.
Probably not. We're working, but behind the scenes is incredible. She's probably here for anybody's here this morning setting up. I know she beat me here.
Right. When people come to this museum, what are some outstanding things they can expect to see?
Just some history. I mean, local history. When we start talking about that there were 3 midwives in this community actually deliver babies because, you know, blacks in this community couldn't go to a hospital to have a baby. So there were 3 midwives that actually did that. Through that process myself, I learned that I was delivered by one of the local midwives. I was looking at that one day, I went home and actually looked at my birth certificate and wow, her name was Miss Viola, you know, actually delivered me as a child. So that's a piece that I didn't know until I just hadn't looked at it and saw who had delivered me. But that's the one piece of history that people are really astonished about, that piece.
Now, people who are looking at this right now, they see the classroom setting here. Describe the room that we're in. Where are we right now in the museum?
Well, we started in a replica of what it was traditionally like in those days with the classroom setting. Of course, they had a chalkboard as the teacher there. I was teasing you earlier about young folks walking today and look at that blackboard and say, what is that? So we say like, well, that's like the granddaddy of the small board. And you actually see them they're touching it.
Really?
They think it's going to do something.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's just
wow.
Shows you how far we came. But it's amazing that the people say, no, that ain't going to do any movement there.
So the old blackboard is pretty much gone as we know it.
Oh, definitely.
Because I was thinking that they were still around, but when you're telling me kids are coming in pushing on that, they don't know anything about that. Wow.
They're waiting for it to do a movement. So.
Dude, making me feel as old as Joe North, man.
I'm telling you.
Hey, also in this room, I think you told me early on, but we can elaborate on that. This particular room is a room that you do a lot of change outs in. Right now, it looks like we got a music theme going on.
Yes, we do. We are. It's kind of Miss Betty's idea to try to traditionally do some kind of history piece around black music. So that's kind of what the Zoom change, half of it does. The other half stays the class, the other half we change out along the hallway. But the timeline room, which is the other room, we really don't change that out. The class, we don't change that. We discovered how expensive these desks were, and so we actually started moving them out and stacking on top of each other. Once we had them appraised, and the guy said, you really should not be moving around. So we kind of keep the classroom sitting the way it is for the museum.
So these desks right here, this is like early 1900s type stuff, huh?
Yeah, definitely early 1900s type furniture for sure.
This school, Williams Academy, at one time, it was the only school in the area that black people could attend, correct?
Yes.
Expound on that if you please.
Built in going back to the early 1913s when they actually built the first structure, but moving forward into the early integration period, yes, this building actually educated not only Lee County, but kids from the surrounding counties.
Right.
Actually bused here to receive education from Collier County, also some said from Charlotte County also. Be educated because there was no other location for them to go to.
Well, it's so wonderful that you guys kept this history here.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful that group that heard about the school district. Actually, I give a shout out to Janet Cass, who you know, who was on part of the organization. Yes, that actually heard about the school district finna demolish the building and asked for it and saved it because they was finna actually destroy the whole. They had actually had Flint Door to come out and get it and then take care of it. But once they heard about that history, people around the community, including Flint Door, actually, so using that money to destroy it and move it, they used those funds, actually moved it to this park, and actually helped them revitalize it and save it. So it's a great history behind it. Yeah.
Let's shout out a few people: Harriet Meyer, Janet Cass, Nina Denson.
Nina Denson, those folks are the early folks that actually the Sims also. Daisy
Nancy Sims.
Daisy Benjamin.
Daisy Benjamin.
Yeah, Miss Shoemaker's sister. I mean, those folks are actually before my time. Actually, what the group that actually saved it, raised funds to actually make sure that keep.
I got a little bit of history here too. Around 1996, I think it was. I served on the board for a couple of years, so that's how I got to meet them, though. But I think you had something to do with the location itself. Didn't you mention that to me?
The location
like this that is here early on?
No, that was actually prior to my time. Prior to my time, yes. I remember being in the building in middle school when it was a shop class in the music band room, but not knowing its history when it was located over on the Dunbar High School location. I went to middle school there, and this building stopped there behind the gym.
Right, you didn't even know what it was.
Had no idea that this building had a kind of history. Truly did. Yeah, it's amazing that what we just don't know. But I remember sitting in that classroom. I remember it was a shop classroom. We had a shop. And then the other half was a band. And it was funny because the instructor would try to get past this instructional period because they knew they were going to start playing the instruments, won't be able to listen to it. So he's like, okay, call the roll, hear your assignments, then they stopped playing the instruments because you couldn't hear them after that time.
I see. Now you have an event coming up too this month that people need to know about.
We're doing Black History Month because we try to host 3 different events. We have sort of a recognition of prayer breakfast kind of event where we actually just do a rededication for the museum, which will be on that first Saturday in February. And then on the 7th, we do a movie night at the park. We're going to find a movie that relates to Black history, maybe, I'm trying to think the title that we want to try to use. But we also have our gala, which is also going to be on the 29th. Sort of have a location, but have not signed a contract. Don't want to put it out there, but
so
we
the
always
29th,
say the 29th. So
Black
save
History
that date.
Month Gala.
That's right.
All right, you
just
can
say that date.
go to Lee Pitts Live and find out more details on that on our website, and also they can go to your website and check us up on Facebook.
Yes. The address here is 1936 Wild located. 1936 Henderson Avenue is where the location for our office and also the museum is located in Henderson Avenue. Been here since 1995.
All right, man.
Thank you again for coming out there. I really want to shout out again to you.
Right, I appreciate you having me out. You've always been a good sport and a good friend, and I'm so thrilled that you are the chairman of the board. Jared Eady, of course, did an outstanding job as well, and this is a very, very important mission that you volunteered to do, and I want to give you your dues while you still are here, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Let's bump you out.
All right.
As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Charles Barnes and all the fine people here at the Lee County Black History Museum who are doing it. We'll be right back with Attorney Joe North and closing arguments.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.